Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, Pacific Northwest Weather Watch. Today is April 22nd. Right now we are looking at the infrared satellite imagery. You can see British Columbia, Washington, Oregon. There are some clear skies out there for many of us this morning, and there will be a ridge with us today and tomorrow before we start to bring this system out here across the region, flatten out our ridge here, and then we're going to develop this trough that's probably going to hang with us at least through the upcoming weekend. We'll look at those details coming up. We'll also take a look at the summertime temperatures that were released a few days ago, and a look at the La Nina conditions that are supposed to be impacting the Pacific Northwest as we go in towards the winter months coming up here. Now, taking a look at the visible satellite image, if you scroll back and forth, you can kind of see some of this low clouds moving across some of the Strait of Georgia, Strait of Juan de Fuca here, Port Angeles towards the San Juans here. But a lot of areas are getting some nice, glorious sunshine. You can see the snow-capped mountains out there, and you can see some of the high clouds off the coastline here as well. Taking a look at the 18,000 feet, 500 millibars here, and you can see Washington is right there. There's Oregon, British Columbia. We've got this ridge. That's going to allow us to warm up a bit today and tomorrow. Tuesday, tomorrow being the warmest day. Put this into motion. You can see that ridge kind of moving through here, and then this weak system rolls through western BC, and it really flattens things out. And we're going to drop the temperatures by the time we go into Wednesday, and then even further on Thursdays. You can see the trough hanging out, and you can see the Gulf of Alaska troughing get going here as we head on in towards the weekend. So Tuesday is going to be the last warm day for a while. So get out there, enjoy these next 2 days if you're seeing a lot of that sunshine out there right now, especially. Now, taking a look at what's coming up here. So you can see as we go through the day today and tonight, nope, not much precipitation expected. Maybe a couple showers here, very light precipitation amounts across northeast Washington, extreme north Idaho Panhandle, some of the Rockies of BC and Alberta. But then as we go on in towards Tuesday, you can see another fairly nice day here. Actually, it looks like maybe some thunderstorm activity kicking off across Northern California. Might try to scoot into Southern Oregon there. But we've got this next system rolling in here as we go through Tuesday night and evening here. And we're going to get a big change here as we bring some of that marine air back into the region. Some showers will be flying here as we go into Wednesday morning. And then as we go on in towards Thursday, you can clearly see the system off the coastline here, setting up with the next trough that'll be keeping us cool as we head towards the end of the week and on in through the weekend coming up here. But hopefully we can get some beneficial precipitation for some of the lowlands and some of the mountainous areas out of this. We'll be watching the next few days. It's not showing too much for portions of eastern Washington, where I know some of the farmers could use that, keep the dust down. But if we take a look at the National Blend of Models daily max temperature for today, Monday, April 22nd, look at that, Seattle and some nice warm temperatures. Southwest BC, probably some 70s showing up for western Oregon. Look at southwestern Oregon getting really warm there, up towards maybe 80 degrees, and nice warm temperatures. You can kind of see the valley areas, Okanagan River Valley, Fraser River Valley here, and you see some of the Cascade valleys here, like the high resolution look at things here. But if we look at tomorrow, check it out, 70s, western Washington, western Oregon, eastern portions here, nice and warm up into BC here. But look, by the time we go towards Wednesday and Thursday, we are definitely going to be putting a break on these warm temperatures here, and it's going to last for a while, potentially on in through next week. We'll continue to revisit this to see how long that trough is going to hang out, maybe starting to bounce back at some point next week. We'll see how that goes. But this is looking at Tuesday evening here. Look at this 3-hour temperature drop for some areas of western Washington, western Oregon, up over 20 degrees for some areas in a 3-hour period here. We're going to get some nice onshore flow going again. Not going to be quite as dramatic as the last round here, but it's definitely noticeable. Now, taking a look at this is last night. You can kind of see the ridge that we are dealing with here for the next couple of days. A little bit of a semblance of even a thermal trough coming up the coastline here. And it kind of shows what's going on here. As Tuesday is probably going to be the warmest day with the thermal trough right overhead. But as soon as this shifts over the Cascades into eastern Washington, we start to bring that onshore flow, and it'll cool us down fairly quick as we go through Tuesday evening into Tuesday night. And by Wednesday and Thursday, you will definitely feel this change here. And we go on towards Thursday, and you can clearly see the system off the coastline here as well, keeping us nice and cool for the end of the week. So looking at SeaTac, 58 degrees on the 21st yesterday, and we should be that again today. You can see the 72-degree day we had back on the 20th when that huge marine push and cold front moved through the area. Still wasn't near the record high set back in 2016. We also did pick up 300ths of an inch of rain yesterday. Also, we had a little bit of convergence zone activity out there for SeaTac. So you can see 300ths of an inch of rain. We'll take it. We're well below average this month, only 0.43, less than a half an inch. We average over 3 inches for the month of April. So hopefully we can make up some of this deficit here. I know our garden here on our lot is pretty darn right dry here. Let me know what you guys are seeing out there as well. And if you guys want a nice affordable home weather station, this thing has a haptic rain gauge. It told me yesterday when it started raining at my house, ultrasonic anemometer, all solar powered. And take a look at that. Click on that link down below to save 10%. I highly recommend it. Now, taking a look at the North American model, let's put this into motion here, and you'll see as we go through the day today and into tomorrow, not expecting much precipitation here, but as we go on into Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, you can see that the next system is starting to roll in here, and that's going to bring the chillier temperatures Wednesday and Thursday. Looking at total precipitation in inches in the national blend of models. So we're going to scroll through the next few days here. And again, you can't rule out maybe a stray shower here across northeast Washington and the Idaho Panhandle, the Rocky Mountains maybe. But as we go on in through Wednesday, you'll see that precipitation Thursday morning rolling in here. Now we're in the day Thursday, and you can see as we go through the end of this week and towards this weekend, some pretty decent precipitation amounts showing up for some of the mountainous areas, especially the Washington, Oregon coast, Oregon Cascades, southern Washington Cascades. Some rain shadowing will be going on, but this will definitely be beneficial for the mountains. However, we're not bringing that much for eastern Washington, but the higher terrain of some of the Rocky Mountains here, we are going to be bringing some of, to be beneficial precipitation. We'll definitely take it. It'll definitely feed some of the rivers, some of that water. But yeah, you can see there's some pretty good precipitation amounts showing up as we scroll all the way on into the early portion of May. So cross your fingers for that. Looking at the Seattle Metro here, SeaTac to be example, sorry. Frog in my throat, excuse me. Taking a look here at tomorrow. Look at that nice warm day out there. And we may actually beat 58 today as well, but you could hit 70 at SeaTac tomorrow. And then as we go through Wednesday, Thursday, major cool down coming up here. And you can see the average temperature for this time of year showing up in the red line. Here's Eugene, something similar as we drop things back down with the troughing out over the Pacific Ocean. Portland, Oregon, no exception there as well. A couple nice days coming up. However, get out there and enjoy those. Boise, Idaho, you can see by the time we go to Thursday and Friday, we're going to drop these temperatures back down below normal most likely for the foreseeable future. Looking at the 8 to 14 day, you can see the below average signal here as we go through May 5th. Here's the 8 to 14 day precipitation outlook. You can see above average signal here for some of the Pacific Northwest. Again, we'll see how that turns out. And this is looking off into summer, June, July, August, meteorological summer here. And yeah, above average signal and below average signal when we are already pretty exceptionally dry here across Pacific Northwest. That's not a good look there. We'll see how that turns out. But if we look off, this is the same thing here. But now we're going to look at La Nina in December, January, February. That's meteorological winter. And you can kind of see that signal there for the La Nina winter potentially coming up here as we go on in towards 2025, and above average signal for precipitation. So mountain snow lovers, lowland snow lovers, cross your fingers there. You may have an active winter season coming up. And take a look at the drought monitor. It hasn't been updated for a few days here. We are dealing with some drought conditions and some abnormally dry conditions out there. So hopefully that summer, hopefully we're not too warm and too dry here, because that can really exacerbate some issues, and hopefully not set up for an active fire season. And take a look at the snow water equivalent. Not much has changed. We're still not doing well across Washington, Idaho, and Montana here. Better across Oregon, but some portions of northern Oregon have fallen below normal as well, and BC is not doing too good. I know they've already had some fire activity going on up there. Hopefully not a precursor of what's to come as we go through the upcoming summer season. And this is day 4, day 5, and day 6 across some of the Central Plains. I may actually go out and chase some of this activity depending on how it looks. Doesn't look too bad right now. Kind of, still on the fence if I'm going to head out for that, but I may go out there for these few days. But if I do, I'll take my setup out there, and I will be doing my briefings from the road as I always do in the hotel in the morning. But anyway, yeah, hope you guys are liking these videos. Click like and subscribe. Enjoy today and tomorrow. It's going to be nice out there, and we will do this again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.